It's all documented. The law of proportionality says, what is the military value of a target compared to the civilians there? That is better than any nation ever does in a military conflict. Hamas deliberately targets, mutilates, rapes, and kills our civilians. They cut off their body parts and play ball with them. They film it. They upload it. They did this on October 7th. Israel exercises restraint. It does not target civilians. It obviously does not target children. It targets military assets, which may frequently be buried in the area or underneath or by civilian assets like a hospital. We fought a 2-week battle in the maternity ward. Why were they fighting us in the maternity ward? Why were there fighters in the maternity ward and in the emergency department? Why were they fighting us in the emergency department? If they think they're going to get a free pass by hanging behind pregnant women, they're not going to. Now, we did everything we could to evacuate them while they fought us because they want them there because they want to hide behind them. But we fought them and we beat them. They hid in tunnels under the European hospital. That's where we got Mohammed Sinwar. We weren't going to not get him just because he's hiding under a hospital or because they launched rockets from kindergartens. Now, the Palestinians it wasn't 1948, Stan, it was 1948 when Israel declared independence on May 14th. On May 15th, 5 Arab nations attacked Israel, saying that they wanted to commit genocide. They wanted to wipe out the entire Jewish enterprise. Saudi Arabia, Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, and a Pakistani militia. Far superior forces to this tiny little...
And Egypt, of course.
Peachy side. And Egypt. Why did I leave out Egypt? The most powerful armies supplied by the Soviet Union. Israel had an embargo from the United States and Britain. We didn't get arms from them. They tried to wipe us out and they lost. So it's not the same even on either side. Israel is the recipient of terror, and Israel responds forcefully to the terror, and that is not going to change. If they ever wanted to put down their guns and have a nation, their hand would flow with milk and honey. I could end this, or Trump could end this tomorrow morning. Down your guns, work that will make a beautiful...
Can I just add something to know?
Yeah, go ahead. Move on.
Khaliji countries, they use...
Come on. Normal Yassi wants to go, and you're in the Matrix.
You are in the Matrix, Norm. I say that as a friend. You cut out for 20 seconds.
I completely understand why it's so difficult for Americans, or like let's just call it people outside the Middle East, to internalize. That's how a movement, a regime, can treat the destruction or like the killing of people or like this human shield that we talk about, and it's becoming again normalized, okay, as a resource for, to their victory, to their righteousness. It's because you don't understand this concept of resilience, this muqawama, and this Armageddon ideology, which says the more bloodshed and the more sufferance of the people creates exceeded the second coming of the last Imam. This is the Shia aspect of it. And then the resilient part is like this is what they thrive on. They thrive on this struggle. And you see, they in 1979, when Khomeini won the revolution, he told Hafiz al-Assad, which was in Syria, the father of Bashar al-Assad at the time, that a Muslim's nuclear bomb is its body. Verbatim. It's his words, go look it up. During the Iran-Iraq war, they sent 16-year-olds, they would take buses to the high schools and they gave the high school kids plastic plates, okay, and tell them, just jump on the mine, open the way for the soldiers of Islam. Okay, I understand this is very difficult for you to understand. You think we're exaggerating, but just put it this way. Let's say you're right. if there is an occupation, there is a genocide, all that. As Norm was saying, when Palestinians are going, you are with this narrative, you're not doing the Palestinians or Gaza any favor. You're taking away their agency. This grievance narrative, this fact that you blame your own shortcomings and your own incompetency constantly on another country, it's because they need this enemy, because they need this constant war to hide their incompetence. You are taking away the agency from Palestinians. If you think, when will be the time that Palestinians finally take responsibility for the land that over and over, in not that far away, I mentioned it before you come to the stage, in 2006, 2007, was given to them. And then they had this election and they selected Hamas. And Hamas said, no more Mahmoud Abbas, no more Fatah. And they started killing Palestinians. And the Western world, who thought that they did the thing that these people always wanted, the two-state, and they were IDF. There are movies of it. Go watch it yourself. I put a documentary in the chat. You can go look it up. They drag Israelis out of their houses. They said, we are leaving these lands. We are ending this fight. What happened? They witnessed Palestinians killing Palestinians. Fatah killing Hamas. This is what happens if you don't give the people the agency they need and keep banging on this drum of grievance, of blaming Israel for this, blaming America for this. So be very careful with the side you're taking. Thank you.
Yeah, look, you guys do a good job of speaking to the choir, but you drive out the opposition.
I didn't drive anyone out.
Telling people the truth is not what makes them believe the truth.
So what should we do?
You got to listen to them. So you got to set a ratio for yourself, okay? If there is more than 1/3 Israel advocacy on the stage, you got to shut it down.
More than
you got to hear at least 2/3 of the enemy's position.
It can't be 50-50.
You got it. Do you want to win or not?
All right, it's done. We're always going to be outgunned. We're always going to be outgunned.
Did she drop out for much of her submission?
I mean, Stan was gone the whole time.
No, I heard her, Norm.
Yeah, yes, he was.
I'm having an issue, I guess.
Were you out and about, or are you home?
I'm home, and I'm playing around with my Wi-Fi. I changed it.
You know what's interesting? That they bring up these questions and then they will leave. They're not willing to listen to.
No, you guys talk for too long. You guys just lecture.
I'm very mindful of it, Jason. I really try not to talk too long. You know,
well, you guys,
we're not all the same.
We gotta coordinate on this. All right. So, and this is why you need me, the cult leader. And so just pledge loyalty to me.
Norm, let me be the big talker, would you?
Jason, it reopens a lot of old
Yaki,
wounds.
are you there? Huh?
Yeah, she's here, Norm.
We talk too much because it reopens a lot of old wounds.
Norm, you're in the Matrix, brother.
You
For real. I'm not teasing you. I'm not teasing
generations of old wounds.
Yeah. Listen, Yasin, you have a lot of heart, Yasin. You have a lot of heart, but you also, I mean, I know I'm long-winded. I have a lot of food in my mouth. That's true too. We all have to edit. We have to try and edit our comments to bullet points. We can't make speeches. We can't do lectures. And I say that on behalf of all of us. We have to edit, keep it short, keep it sweet.
Are you Persian, Yaki?
Yes, half. My mom is Swiss. My dad is.
You not want to say?
Right. Yeah. My mom is Swiss. My dad is Iranian.
Not for nothing, you're also pretty.
Stay again, because it's dropping out from me. Persian?
Yeah, Normo, you have
got
bad
it,
signal,
please?
but I'll send it to you in a text, okay? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Sort of. You drop out over and over. It's pretty crazy.
Randy, it's the
You
art
got my
of
answer?
ice. We don't have that. You're right.
Yasi, we have to edit. That's all I'm going to tell you. You and I, we have to edit, and we have to keep it short and sweet. Okay? That's my goal. Keep it short and sweet.
Okay, so
Less fewer words.
All right, because you seem to know about cinema as well, and Persian people are very educated about cinema. All right, well, thanks for telling me, Yasi. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but it helps me to understand you, because you gave such a sophisticated analysis, and you understood Hannah Arendt. So I was glad that somebody understood what I was referring
Norm,
to.
I've already started flirting with Yasi, so you're now becoming a little too late. Yeah. All right, I guess we can both flirt with her. All right, guys.
Well, she told me when she asked me who was taller, I had to tell her the truth, Randy.
Okay, but no comment.
I'm flattered. Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's the right response.
Mm-hmm. Jason, your comment is not lost on me. You're right. We do drive some people out. We're passionate, but yeah, some people would rather go into an echo chamber. They'd rather go to another room and just talk about. They'd rather go to another room and talk shit about Jews. They don't want to hear our version of the facts. They don't want to hear it from us. Maybe is that a possibility, Jason? What do you think?
They don't want to hear it, and that's why they want to be heard, and that's the first step you have to take. And that's why you need a ratio to start with. But ultimately, you need to get them to say, that's right. You need to say, and the Jews did this, and they have big noses, and they're greedy. And then they'll say, that's right, they are. And then you understood them. And that's the first step to working with them.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy.
It's never easy, but I'm on the app to try, and many others are here to try, and we'll keep trying. Because I don't want to see the outcome of some kind of like a retardation, some anti-Semitic retardation. You just don't get good decision making from these bogus myths. I talk with people who are like, it's an Irish guy actually. He's like, every head of the Federal Reserve was Jewish. And then I look it up. I'm like, dummy, the first three are Irish. What are you trying to hide? People believe these things. Nobody challenged this guy.
Paul Volcker was not Jewish. He's from the hometown of Teaneck.
Also, you look at the first three of them. Okay, go back to the beginning. It's all Irish Catholics that run the Federal Reserve.
Paul Volcker, 12th chairman of the Federal Reserve from 79 to 87. I happen to know him because he's from my hometown of Teaneck. Now, let's look at his ethnicity here. I know with the name like Volcker, I already know the answer. His parents were of ethnic German Volcker. He grew up in Teaneck, New Jersey, where his father was the town's first municipal manager. Well, you know what sucks is that they don't say his religion. If somebody's Jewish, they always say the religion. But this guy, I'm reading a multiple page article, no mention of Catholic, Protestant. It's always like that. They always say, go ahead.
Many others, but it's pretty clear the first three are Irish guys. Something like McDowell, O'Donnell, right? I mean,
right.
Are these guys in the very early 1900s, 1910s, 1920s? Are these guys Jewish? I don't think so.
Listen, even during World War II, FDR's best friend was the Secretary of the Treasury. I'm trying to remember his name, Morgenthau. Listen, even as powerful as he was, he couldn't save the Jewish people during World War II. He couldn't convince FDR to increase the quotas to take it. You know, there was a ship of European Jewish refugees that was off the shore of Miami. I forgot the name of it now. There's a whole movie about it called The Voyage of the Damned. They were turned away. They were within sight of Miami, and they were turned away and forced to go back to Germany, where they were all killed. So yeah, you know, Jewish power is a myth. And I'll say it again and again. You know, it's a myth. If Jews were really as powerful as people say we are, then there's 6 million Jews wouldn't have died in the Holocaust. And then, of course, you have people who say, oh, it wasn't 6 million. You know, what can you do? You know, I mean, it's just crazy. People are really in denial. So anyway, I guess I've said a lot. Thanks for letting me speak.
Well, I think Jewish power is very real, but Jews don't know what to do with it.
I don't think
It's hard
real.
to. No, I mean, there are plenty of Jewish people with plenty of position in society, wealth and influence and so on. But of course, most of that power is leveraged, you know, for day-to-day stuff, right? Running an organization or something like that. You know, if you run a law office, you have some power, but most of your power is around, you know, settling people's real estate affairs or something. But Jewish people have some power. They have some power and influence in society, you know. And then I'm just not sure they're using it in a way that is in their best interest. That's why the Jews need me to lead them.
That's right.
But you'll see soon enough. But yeah, it's hard to have so much power, you know, the overwhelming power. People attribute this kind of thing to Jews. Of course, that's ridiculous. Jews don't get everything that they want. I mean, can you get a kosher meal at McDonald's? No. I would think if Jews were in power, that'd be one of the first things.
I'll give you a more prosaic example. Okay, where I went to college at a private college, the school was allegedly a third Jewish, but we had classes on Yom Kippur and Rosh Hashanah. On our holiest day, we didn't have days off. You know, but you know, so go figure. You know, so I don't think Jews get anything special. I think, you know, here in New York City, you have to go to school on Rosh Hashanah, and the New York City public schools, they're not closed.
No, New York City public schools are closed on Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur.
I don't believe so. Not for Rosh Hashanah, Norm. Maybe Yom Kippur,
They are.
but not.
One day of Rosh Hashanah.
Okay.
Sometimes two. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like that when I was a kid, I'll tell you that. And it was not
You
like
didn't
that
go to
when
New York City schools, though.
Well, it wasn't like that when I was a kid in my public school. And then we also had a third Jewish people. And it wasn't like that
New
in
York
college.
is different.
It wasn't like that in my college still.
I was in New York City public school too, student, teacher, and parent.
All right.
I'm very familiar with the calendar.
All right. Try not to shit on my point, okay?
I'm not, but I want you to celebrate our victories.
All right, fine. Well, Stan is back. Welcome back, Stan. We're going to go out of our way to let you speak more, Stan. We're sorry if we drove you out, all right? We want you to speak. I'm going to mute up. And so is Norm.
I can't talk at the moment. I'll come back later.
He probably left because he knew his position was weak.
Norm,
No, my phone died. I'll come back and look.
Okay, cool.
we want you to hang around, Stan. We want you here. Okay? We're tired of agreeing with each other. We need you.
I can figure something to fight about with Randy or Jason.
Yeah. So, yeah, so much to talk about. I mean, yeah, but there you go. Jews are powerful, right? The biggest city in the whole world, the greatest city on earth, you know, the best in the world. And in that city, Rosh Hashanah is a day off in the public schools.
Yes.
Jews seem pretty powerful to me when you hear something like that. It's just, you know, that's got to be balanced against a bunch of other things. And obviously, probably there's all kinds of groups that get their holidays recognized.
Well, we have a mayor who's pretty much an enemy. So, I mean, how powerful can we be if we have this mayor right now who's taking every chance he can to make life less safe for Jewish people? It doesn't seem that powerful. Doesn't seem like Jews are that powerful in New York to me.
But that's pretty one-dimensional. Some other people are powerful too. Yeah, some other people are powerful too.
Oh, I guess.
And sometimes
powerful, then I guess.
No, not everyone. Not everyone. Some people, more than one person is powerful. More than one group is powerful. So the Jews are powerful and get some of the things that they want. And the others, we'll call them, are powerful and get some of the things that they want. Okay, and then there is some back and forth, right? And that's how, power really works. You have a bunch of different centers of power and they don't all line up, but that power is still real, Randy. And yeah.
Well, I think we're going to have to agree to disagree. I'm going to disagree to disagree. When I say that every synagogue in New York has to hire extra security. I don't see all the churches and mosques all hiring extra security, but every synagogue, fuck New York, every synagogue in America right now has to hire extra security at a huge cost. So how powerful are we really when we're this vulnerable? I mean, yes, I guess we're powerful, but we have to pay for it. There's a price.
Well, I can get you a discount, Randy. I can get you a discount.
Yeah, but I don't. Your security is not good for me anymore. I need, I need real security.
I'll just do it, Kitover.
I know, but again, don't shit on my board. Anyway, guys, I'm trying to meet up now. Yes. Anyway.
Don't make me become a killer again. Even if you wanted to kill me, you couldn't.
Sometimes Labubu is around and he shares his theory on alienation towards the Jews, and he has some ideas there. About like depiction in the media and so on and so forth. So, but yeah, I think it's a very puzzling situation. It's a very complex situation. I think Jewish people have the resources that they need to adjust things, push on things in society in a way that is beneficial to them. But do they have the information they need? I mean, do they? And I would say the answer is probably no. I haven't really found a way to get the information and understand the anti-Semites, except for going very out of my way to places where I see basically no Jewish people around. Very remote from places where Jewish people live in. Remote, both in the sense of like physically remote, but also actually remote in the sense of like communities that Jewish people do not enter, and it may not be welcome in, but also do not enter of their own accord.
Yeah, I have a question. When did it become the after party? I've noticed the room name changed to become an after party. And when exactly did that happen? Because I missed it.
Wouldn't this always be an after party? Critical Thinking Forum isn't another club, right?
Really? I just joined the house tonight. I think when I joined, it was it was still the main event. And while I was in here, it became the after party. I'm trying to figure out, did that happen at 11 o'clock or who made that change? I'm being kind of serious, kind of kidding.
Yeah, Yassi would know.
Yassi.
Jay-Z made that change. After the party is the after party.
Got it. All right. Ain't no party like the Swanton party.
Can you guys hear me now? I'm not sure if I'm walked away from my Wi-Fi enough.
I hear you, sir.
So, look, the issues that exist are related to the actions of the leaders of Israel, and it's not about people that happen to be of Jewish faith in the U.S. I think there needs to be that distinction. It's not okay that people of the Jewish faith get attacked randomly for the actions of what happens by the leaders in Israel. Now, I get that there's a lot of people that want to defend the actions of the leaders of Israel, and there's also others that admit or are willing to take the other side and show that the actions are that people are making mistakes. I do agree that the synagogues do spend a lot to protect, but we also have to admit that the U.S. government also provides $200,000 for every single synagogue, as if they only have one building, and up to $600,000 if they have multiple buildings. So it's not like it's completely borne by each synagogue. And the people in this room you did not bother mentioning that. I did give you facts.
No, those things. Back it up.
Guys, this is not...
The U.S. government has a policy of providing support for any institution, nonprofit, and specifically religious institutions that need security. And it sucks that that Jewish synagogues need security. I would imagine many mosques have security too. It sucks that when you go to whatever religion you are, you go once a week or multiple times a week, and you have to go through a metal detector, and you have to have security guards in front. That's not how our society should be.
This isn't a high school in the inner city. No one is going through metal detectors in a synagogue.
Is that true? I mean, it would only make sense.
His voice is quivering more than his butthole on a Friday night.
Okay, look, this is not Taco. This is no, Stan. I'm intervening. Taco, this is not respectful. Please don't talk that way to Stan. Okay, try to maintain decorum on the stage.
Okay, for what it's worth, many people don't get to pick their parents when they're born. And people have heard me say this before.
Many people don't, or nobody does.
Nobody does. And that includes the religion of their parents. So most people stick with the religion of their parents for quite a large percentage of their life. Some switch, some retreat from religion. But that does not mean that they should be victims. That does not mean that people that are born into a Jewish family or Muslim family are necessarily bad people. And what I heard earlier, the suggestion that people that are born into a Muslim family anywhere in the world doesn't mean that they're Islamists. It means they follow Islam, which is a big difference than being an Islamist.
I just consider them all jihadis.
Well, for the record, the synagogues do have metal detectors, because how else could they see how many shekels you have when you come through?
Hilarious.
Oh, you can't detect shekels with metal detectors.
You're thinking of schmeckles.
Look, I might have been off when I said metal detectors, but I'm sure that some do, and it's not great that. It's the point that you have to go and you have to be worried that someone could attack.
Stan, listen, you need more straight friends in your life.
But this is not cool, what you're doing here, Taco. You need to be super respectful,
Jason,
of Stan. Super respectful and cordial. And you need to follow my orders, okay? Don't take anything I say for granted. You got to take it very serious. Okay? I'm the cult leader.
To be fair, so, frankly, you have never given me any direct orders. Not that I would follow them to begin with.
No, I said you got to treat him respectful. Can't use that kind of word.
I'm
giving you just direct order. And you're not doing it. You got to do the things the way that I tell you to do, and maintain order, decorum, and goodness here. All right, so just do it. Stop arguing with me. Stop disrespecting Stan.
Stan, I can guide you.
It's like the straight leading the straight.
Well, putting aside the humor, Stan made a point, and I'd like to reply to it. Okay, Stan said that a lot of the hate is because of the behavior of the leaders of the Israeli government. Well, Stan, here's the thing. If I could engage you, Stan. There used to be a pretty big peace movement in Israel, Stan. There were people on the left, and there were people who really wanted to have a two-state solution. You know, Israel has a whole culture of people who want to have peace. And there was a momentum to that in the 1990s. There was a real momentum towards, a two-state solution. You know, I can tell you about, there were multiple things, especially when Bill Clinton was president. There was the Y agreement. You know, Yasser Arafat was in exile in Tunisia, and they brought him back, and they set up the PA. But the PA did not prepare the people for a two-state solution. So that when Clinton brokered a two-state solution at the end of his term, and Israel offered a two-state solution, Arafat, one of his responses was he doesn't believe that where the temple now is actually the location. He didn't accept it as a Jewish holy site. He said it's not where the first temple was. And the other Arab leaders said, "Are you crazy for not accepting? You're being offered this and you're not accepting it." And he said, "If I accepted it, I'd be killed," because he didn't prepare his people for a two-state solution. He wanted a two-state solution. He wanted a Palestinian state that would be free of Jews, no Jews at all the Jews would have to leave. And he wanted a right of return of Palestinians to Israel proper, like the pre-67 thing. That was what he wanted. So in other words, he said, yeah, we'll take a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza. Plus, we want all the Palestinians to be able to return to Israel itself. And that was his counter proposal, and that's why things died out. So that's why nothing happened. Stan, I'm going to let you respond to that.
Well, I missed the portion there. I don't want to.
I'll repeat it if you want. What part did you hear?
Just the last 20 seconds.
Okay. Well, I'll say it again. When in 1999 or 2000, I forgot when it was, at the Camp David meetings, Israel agreed to a two-state solution. And they offered it to Arafat. And Arafat, what he wanted a Palestinian state that would be, all the Jews would have to leave the West Bank and Gaza. He said, that'll be the Palestinian state. Plus, we want a right of return for all the Arabs to be able to return to Israel itself. That was his counter proposal, a right of return for Palestinians to return to Israel. And they're still insisting on that today. All through the negotiations since 2000, under Obama, when John Kerry, went back and forth 50 times, all the negotiations that have happened, that's still the Palestinian position, is a right of return to Israel itself. And that's a non-starter. So when the other Arab countries like Saudi Arabia said to Arafat, why aren't you accepting it? Why don't you accept this deal? He said, if I accepted this deal, I'd be killed, because he did not prepare his people for a Palestinian state separate from Israel. What they have been teaching their kids in the schools Since the PA has had control of the West Bank, also known as Judea Samaria, what they've been teaching their kids is that the Jews are criminals for stealing their land. They have not prepared. So that's where you have hate education being taught.
Hold on, Randy. You gave him the last 20 seconds. You recapitulated it. He didn't prepare them. Okay. Now, Stan has got that. He's got what he needs.
Hi, Liliana.
Hi, Donnie.
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm good, but I'm going to say this. Oh shit, I'm strict. I feel clumsy and tired. But okay, I finished myself a delicious salad. It's
nice.
Amazing. Delicious. I was thinking. So I'm like another around, right? And I was thinking, so I'm going to work tomorrow, and I could just get it that time. You could just see. I don't even know what you have, but you can, like, for an example, you could tell me, and I can just get it in person at my home.
Baby, hold off on any Zelle payments. I mean, you got those other little pants, and I haven't even seen you in the first wardrobe, ensemble. We need to, like, space it out to the next event. I don't want to overdo it because it's been like a $500 day. So I just want to.
What?
Yeah, I mean, 120 for the Ubers and 300 plus for the clothes and $80 for the dinner. So I just want to.
Oh, damn. I mean, it's actually not. I mean, low-key is a lot, but it's okay how I spend when I'm shopping.
Oh, I get it. I want to make you happy, but I also want to extend, the budget a little bit.
I know, but I want this. I'm going to get it tomorrow. That'd be great.
We'll buy it, my darling, and I'll give you cash when I see you.
I don't like cash, because if I get cash, I'm going to get to a homeless person. And I don't like carrying cash. Usually I like to give to only homeless people. But yeah. But I do appreciate it. I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't think it would be a big deal since I kind of said it.
Oh, it's not a big deal to me. Today's, I usually don't do this. So, I have boundaries. I don't like just randomly text girls and say, hey, let me Uber you over here to take you to the mall and drop hundreds of dollars on you. It's just not something I do. So, you got lucky. You got lucky today. You got real lucky. It's Sugar Baby Monday. You got lucky.
And you're actually you're not gonna get lucky either. But okay.
Mm-hmm. Just a kiss from you proves that I'm the luckiest man in the world.
You're acting like you wouldn't when you see me.
Well, I'm just saying I'm the luckiest man in the world because I got to get, some nice juicy kisses from you today. So.
Oh, and you think that's how I kiss crazier than that.
I know. I can't wait to get a French kiss from you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a really exciting moment when you finally give me a full-fledged kiss, a French kiss.
Let's make it look like I don't know how to do it, and you can teach me.
Oh, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just tell you to stick your tongue in my mouth as I suck on it, and I'll say keep pushing the tongue. Put your tongue out a little further, a little more. There you go. And then I'll just, slowly and forcefully suck on that tongue. That's kind of what French kissing is. It's like tongue sucking.
Really?
Generally speaking.
Okay, but I do really want this set. I've been wanting this since it came out. I could not get it because due to them never having my size, which is just a medium. But I never had the medium because bitches just be taking everything from me.
Really?
Everything. They take it all. And it makes me very, very angry. And sad. You don't want to be sad, do you?
I don't want you being sad, but I also want you to like.
Your wife, well, girlfriend, I guess.
I also want you to like, you know, be wearing clothing that I bought today prior. Well, I'm smoking weed, having a little iced tea. My honey bunny. My honey bunny. I'm tapped out for today. You can't extract. There's no more juice in this lemon, my love. You got all the lime. You got the lemon juice and the lime juice. You squeezed it. Baby, I just want you to know when I come tonight, I'm gonna like look at your pussy photo and I'm gonna come so hard. I wish I could see you like that pussy, but I'm just like full of cum right now. So like, tonight, before I go to bed, it's gonna be like a cum explosion. It's gonna be a lot of cum. So I got you real wet when I was sucking on your titties. I got you real wet when I was sucking on your tits.
Oh my God,
Do you think if you wear those Victoria's Secret pants and they get you wet, you would like be able to see through on the pants, like just how wet you were? Because what color are those pants?
I mean, like he's on again. You can definitely see through. It's a little bit see-through-ish.
Well, I really want to see you in those red Victoria's Secret panties. So if you want to make Daddy happy, just like put them on and like take a selfie right now and just like make Daddy super happy and let Daddy see that beautiful booty.
You want to see in person?
I really want to see it before I go to bed tonight. You would make my dreams.
How about tomorrow night?
Absolutely.
But I'm going to make an exception only for something. Because I am very busy tomorrow. but I'm gonna be tired from working. But I would make an exception.
Well, that's great. I love that you're willing to make an exception for me because that shows that you're considerate and caring and loving.
Oh, stop it. You know you just want to like me. You want stuff. That's okay, I do too, but still.
I mean, 100%.
I'm gonna use you for your own dick.
You're gonna use me for my dick? Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know what?
That's his dream.
That's what Kanye West says. He says, if you can't be used, you're useless. So.
You know what's funny? I had the guy that I dated for 3 months that didn't want to make me his girlfriend. His name was Kanye.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Why?
I know. I just like that quote because it's kind of true. Like, if you can't be used, then you are useless. So, where's the value, you know?
No, but if we have a deal, then we have a deal. Just saying.
We're in business, baby.
Are we in business?
Yeah, Victoria's Secret, Aeropostale, one other store, nice patio dinner. I'm so sorry you had to make a Southwest salad at home because they didn't have the Southwest salad at the restaurant. But really, it's also just your presence. In French, it's called puissance. And
how about this? So your deal. If you're able to get me the cute fleece zip-up jacket with the leggings, I'll pull up in the leggings and the bra panties and you fingering me in the best head ever tonight, tomorrow.
Tonight?
Not tonight, because I'm going to sleep. Because I have to wake up super early. But tomorrow, please.
That sounds nice. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, we can't, like, just have sex and make love completely. It's got to be just, like, fingering and a blowjob. Like, why can't we, you know, cement this deal of love and make it the full package? Because when I buy something, I never, like, just get the basic package.
It wasn't the full package.
Oh, I thought you said it was, you just want to let me, like.
No.
Oh, I see. Well, you know, get your rest, get your relaxation, and tomorrow you're gonna find out that these leggings are just, it's just dopamine. You know, you got 3 huge bags of clothing today. You haven't even worn one outfit yet, and you want to buy another outfit. You know, my darling, if we were like millionaires.
Did you know that, like, yeah. I don't think you noticed, but the legging thing. Legging feed for leggings.
I didn't know that.
Fiend-ish for leggings. Flared leggings. They shoot me really well.
Well, I really like that costume, you know, business we went to today because, like, does have some.
How about this? You can also dress me there. You can pick a costume, put it on me. I don't really care.
Yeah, I wanted to do that today.
What?
I wanted to do that today, but, like, Victoria's Secret is, like, the best. I mean, that pink bra you bought. I mean, I just can't wait to, like, baby, like, I just want to see the Victoria's Secret clothing before I buy you more Victoria's Secret clothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I try to do things incrementally. Do you know what incremental progress is?
Have you ever seen these? I did, like, they have, like, this little Halloween collection they have. It's the little skeleton hands on, like, the butt part. It's so cute. I have a picture of me wearing them, but it's mostly just like my ass, so but it's cute. Like, let me see that.
Yeah. Why not?
Show you.
So I thought when we were coming back to my place, we were going to make some cash from up. Sounds good to me. Well, I like that you're seductive because, you know, it takes two to dance. Well, I hope to see you tomorrow, or later this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I would love for you to spend the night at my place.
If I do come over Saturday, I can spend the whole day.
Well, you can't spend the night?
For Tuesday night?
No, I mean any night, because like if I Uber you here, it's like $60 each way. So if I Uber you here and then you spend the night, the next day I will drive you back home, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would definitely like see you like at night tomorrow, but I can't like spend the night because I have work early in the morning. That's why.
Oh, I see.
Get like I have to get up like at like 6 or like 7 already to be able to work.
I got it. Yeah, I mean we can do that if you want. It's fine. I'm just saying, like, you know, if we have like a consistent thing going.
No, but I'm just saying, like, if I were to come over like Saturday night, I wouldn't have to wake up early in the morning to go somewhere. I can like just live with you and just sleep over and stuff.
Yeah, I mean I want you just to be relaxed and, you know.
Yeah, like we could be relaxed, but I'm just saying, like, no one really has me for over a day. Like, just like in general, like I never like did that with any of my boyfriends. Actually, I think it's been my boyfriend before, because he was like my boyfriend. I usually only do that in a relationship, you know. But I guess he could be like my little boy toy or something. You're not control you and treat me like your toy.
Wow.
Well, a little slut or something.
You want to be my little slut?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Interesting. Well, I know you got a cat, but
Making me tear up while you take the me.
Really, you wanna cry? Okay. Wow. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down. Well,
the only thing you would be down for is on me.
What was that?
The only thing that you'd be down for is on me.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, it's, we have the whole future to look forward to, and there's so much to do. And shopping with you was fun today. I hope, every time you put on that sexy bra or sexy panties, you think of me and you say, he was pretty handsome, and damn, like, I'm turned on by him. He's attractive and gets me horny, and
I'm turned on by your energy.
Damn, he bought me all that stuff. I just want to fuck him and love him.
Not just the materialistic things, it was mostly the energy.
Energy is huge. If you don't have it, you got to find some way to get it.
Yeah.
For me, it's the sun. The sun, I think, is what gives me my great energy. But it's also you, because when I'm with you, like, I'm turned on. So together, it's like drawing all the energy of the universe into our union.
I have a question though. So the deal is, I would have you. You can have me for the whole day, and we can do anything we want together. Because I was just gonna have you finger me on me. So I can add in a little bundle because, well, it would be my pleasure. And if you do give me that set, I really want that set. I'm craving for that set. It's so cute. I need it. I don't have it.
It's yours. It's yours, my darling. But it's not yours tonight, my darling. It's yours like next week.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it for you next week. I want to build some anticipation. I need you to.
What?
Do you know what?
Next weekend.
Do you know what?
They're not gonna be able to sell it. It's so limited.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna find it for you. It's out there, but
Yeah, but it's not out there with my size. My size is hard to get.
I'm so sorry, baby, but this is my boundary, and I'm gonna. Do you know what pearling is?
I hate it. If you do have a boundary, I respect it.
Did you just say you hate me?
No, I said if you have a boundary, I'll respect what?
I thought you were like, I hate you. That you have a boundary.
I did not say that.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No. I never hated anyone before.
Well, just plan on it next week, but I'm going to have to put it in the queue. Yeah, it's going to get pearled. Like, pearling is agitation,
I'm not going to be able to shop with you, but I'll try to hang out with you because I'm now just like switching my schedule to like I'm prioritizing my other job. So they're gonna have me working like all weekend, and I mean the weekends for that one's gonna be just like the Toy Seeker. It's mostly like pretty hard,
Well, I plan on living hopefully to like 105, like my great grandfather. So we get 2.5 billion seconds if you make it to 75. And, your schedule is all broken down in seconds. Our phone calls, our dinners, our shopping experiences, our lovemaking is all divided into seconds. And I just hope that you can schedule and plan as many seconds as possible for our seconds of love together.
Yeah, I'll definitely like text you every now and then and everything. Call. But like next weekend, I'm like really booked. This weekend, I already made an exception, because I had to do some paperwork. But since I'm super booked this week, too, but I'm trying to squeeze the only time I have is like tomorrow night or like Saturday night to the whole day of Sunday.
Well, that sounds good to me, baby. I mean, I want to see you as much as possible. So, look at your schedule, pen me in for as much time as available.
Yeah, that's true. But it's just like, when I'm off or something, I like to clean up my whole house or just
put it on the to-do list,
go out
baby.
with some friends or go shopping on my own or I don't know, yeah.
Well, do you know? Have you ever seen a sign at a bar?
I'm gonna see it though because I do love you. I do want to do something with you, like Sunday, but I won't spend the night. But you don't have to get it right for me. I'll just get right there. But yeah, but I won't spend the night because it's sort of for special occasions.
Well, if you do,
I think it's.
Yeah, I mean, it's all in the future, so I look forward to the great way, the great future, and hopefully, you say, oh my God, you know what? I would just love to snuggle up with you and spoon you all night and spoon you all morning and go to brunch with you, and I don't need to go home and do this or that. I can just relax and enjoy myself right here, right now with you. That would be nice. Put that in your calendar. Put that, in your to-do list. That's the great future. Are you sleeping? All right, my darling. Well, I hope you had a fun day running around the mall, stuffing bags.
I had a fun day.
Sorry they didn't have what you wanted at Vicky's, but don't worry, I'm gonna get you what you want. But
no, I want it.
Well, baby, I want you right now, but you see how we all have to wait for good things to come? I know, but when the mall closes, the credit card turns off. The bank account closes.
The mall opens tomorrow.
I know, but I'm just telling you that be patient. It's a virtue, just in the same way that I'm patient when I want to just,
I'm gonna keep being patient with you. So I'm just gonna get it myself instead. I do appreciate it though, but I'm not gonna be pushy with you because.
Yeah, don't bother. Don't bother. Don't bother.
I want to get it now because I can wear it.
Baby, you're like somebody who just like keeps eating before they've even, or somebody who like orders more food before you've even eaten your appetizer. You have to wait a little bit before you get more.
No, you have to eat your appetizer and then order your food.
Well,
right away.
Well, sometimes they bring it out at the same time. Sometimes
it depends how hungry you are, how much you want your food.
It also depends on the service, the quality of service. Yeah. And the quality of service that I can provide you is exceptional. And I have no doubt that I will exceed all of your expectations of quality service.
It's not just about expectations, it's about needs. So, I needs wants. I can do that myself, which isn't a big deal. But I know you would get it for me.
You're right.
And I just have to be patient. But you could just spend that on some lunch or something, or gelato. I can just get myself this set. It's so cute and I really want it. They're gonna sell out my size. They literally just checked. They have only 3 in stock. And I'm not sure if it's gone.
Well, you know,
Just can't take it.
see, Liliana, the greatest thing about dating you, one of the great things, not the greatest, but one of the greatest, is that you get that lingerie discount. And I am very excited about that. So tomorrow when you're at work, are you working tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, take a picture of what you want. And do they have your size at your location?
Yeah, they should.
Okay, well, go to the changing room, put it on, and then pull it right below your ass crack. Send me a photo.
What?
Yep, wear some lingerie. I mean, wear a thong, and then like send me a photo in the changing room with the mirror.
Do you need to wear you don't put those on in the changing room? You have to wear something sanitary underneath to do that?
Well, people do it all the time.
Buy it first,
I mean,
then try it. I'd rather wash it because I just.
How do you wash it with a tag though? People return items unwashed, because they supposedly have never worn them out. Doesn't mean you can't.
The tags on panties. They usually on the side of it. They really just keep them on and never just wear them. But no,
Well,
take the tags off.
in a way, you're like a saleswoman, and you're trying to sell me the opportunity right now to buy you these two art.
Why would I sell you the opportunity?
I'm just trying to tell you that there are creative, intelligent ways to get my Zelle account moving. But talking about it at midnight before bed, prior to the next day credit card purchasing cycle, a photo says 1 million words, a video says 10 million words. So tomorrow at work, think creatively. And you never know how that Zelle account can all of a sudden click send money now.
Oh, wow, seriously, what are you trying to lingerie set?
But I also want to see what I purchased you today, because that's a lot of items that are going to look incredible that I hope to experience, because it's not just about the purchase, it's about the experience that comes from the purchase.
Okay. Some more details through text, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Send me more details via text.
I mean, yeah, it's hard for me not to say I see it a little different from you. Iran has been a persistent foreign policy problem for the U.S. And that's why we're doing this. So I guess that's why I have a different view about that particular thing.
Well, we've probably killed more people in Iran with the CIA than they've ever killed with ours. And that's not mentioning
this 20-year-old goalkeeper has been going insanely viral over the past few weeks. Meet Rajmanda Spahiu. Clips from Albania's match against Wales spread across the internet, with some pulling in millions.
For chemical weapons. So we have been perhaps worse actors in the past than we ever admit. And we try to push it under the table and not admit that. Or not be transparent about how bad of actors we have been. Just like
Stan, you cut out there. Stan, can you hear me?
Sorry, I'm moving around.
Yeah, you cut out there. So we try not to admit what bad actors we are, but all I'm saying is the U.S. has had problems with Iran for a long time. And I think that's why we are in this war now. And it's not 50% for Israel. But yes, we disagree about that. So I don't think it's disingenuous.
Well, given that
Oh, you're cutting out again.
Change, and how does that help the U.S.?
I'm sorry, you cut out. You cut out.
Okay.
Completely.
Yeah, sorry. Let me rephrase that.
Lots of creative options.
Well, it's not about nuclear weapons. That's a farce, because we know that's the deal that was on the table
my place and
right before we attacked them. Basically gave us everything we wanted. So,
Wales.
The desire to have regime change is, how does that help the U.S.?
Odysseus relying on sheer size alone. This detail actually means they are far more dangerous than the Cyclops. The core reason is simple understanding of civilization. Remember the Cyclops inside his cave?
Because then we created
was little more than a solitary beast. He hunted with raw.
Yeah, you're still in the Matrix, unfortunately.
Lots of creative options. I support your initiatives. Do you want to show my place with urban case?
What I was saying is that we know that this war wasn't about nuclear weapons, because we had an agreement that right before the war started, where what we had negotiated with Iran was pretty much what we had, almost everything we wanted in it. From a nuclear perspective. And to a Middle East that is balanced and one that has both sides to it is perhaps much better for a U.S. position than having one dominated by a single country. So I'm not sure that there was a good reason, or I'm 100% sure there wasn't a good reason that I can see for us to attack them.
Well, I guess if you believe we had a deal relative to the nuclear weapons that gave us what we wanted, then a lot of your skepticism about that would make sense. But what if we didn't have that deal? Then
well, if you read the transcript from the Omani foreign minister on February 27th with CBS News, and it takes a little bit to read, you can see where we were versus what is really being described.
Do you believe that, well, I guess we have a difference of opinion there, right? That's not really something I can...
I know I shared it with Agent last night. I'm not sure I can find it easily on my phone at the moment, but it's worthwhile reading.
Well, it just doesn't inform my point of view, though. So it doesn't help us understand our difference of opinion. You know? So you believe that it says that, okay? That it says we had a deal that was going to work, okay? But that's just more or less you saying you believe that we had a deal, that it was going to work, which is...
No, it wasn't.
Okay,
we negotiated a deal.
And you believe that?
It's not, I believe
and I don't.
that. Well, not only did...
Well, no, Stan, look, if we're trying to understand how we come to different conclusions here, okay, this is one reason we come to different conclusions. Does that Makes sense.
Doing Chocolate's good herb, lemon tea, and black berries.
It makes sense, but I
Okay,
know what the article said. I know what the British minister said that was also in the meeting, and it seems like there's a desire to wash that away and pretend that we weren't horribly bad actors when we attacked them. We negotiated in really bad faith. We negotiated what we wanted, and then we saw an opportunity to kill their leaders and did that instead. And it's the only reason what we heard from Marco Rubio on why we started the war.
Well, Stan, I don't see this situation the same way you do. Okay. And in particular, I don't believe we had a nuclear deal with Iran that was worth very much, or that we had any reason to believe they would continue to comply. And one reason is because they have significant strategic support from China for charting their own destiny in a way that we don't want them to do.
Look, we can't even have a discussion about this until you read through what the British minister said, as well as what the Omani minister said. It's not possible to
Stan,
discuss
I'm not going to agree.
You're not going to read it even.
Stan, I'm not going to agree that you can set parameters like that and give me assignments. Okay, I'm not going to give you assignments. I'm not going to compel you to do this or that thing. And you can't do that to me.
Yeah, and because of that, I understand that we can't, at this point, it's better that I retreat and then revisit this at a different time, because I feel like I've gotten to where I can, given where we are. So, but I do greatly appreciate, Jason, your strong attempts to try to get to a solution and to listen and to repeat what's being said, and in a way that is positive to moderating.
Look, Stan, you need to understand this right now, today. I am never going to take an assignment from you. Never.
But fine.
Okay, so if you decide that means you can't discuss something with me, then you're saying you can never discuss anything with me again. That's what you're really saying.
No, I'm saying on this matter, it's really important to understand where we were, and there's having the
so
same.
Are you willing to take an assignment for me? Can I give you an assignment to read before the next time we discuss this matter?
Sure.
Okay, well, think about it.
Please read. Already, also, it wasn't me who kicked you out yesterday. It was Todd. So I just wanted to let you know that. Stan, you should read Das Kapital by Mark.
Yes. I'm sure that Hanson would like to reread it with me.
Sure. I mean, well, actually,
I'm saying you've read Das Kapital.
Not to toot my horns. I actually wrote a note, a mathematical note on the neighbor theory of value. If you're interested, I can send it to you, Stan.
Sure. I will read that.
Wait, I'm Miss Hanson. You've read Das Kapital?
Yes.
Can I ask you a question from it, just to test you to make sure you've read?
You're gonna do this gibberish word salad thing. I'm not interested, but you can try. I'll give the verdict. I'll give the verdict whether it's gibberish, it's word salad.
So, okay, in the dialectical processes of capital social relations, there is a reified output that is output. This reified output takes on an illusory ontological autonomy. While appearing as a discrete entity, this reified output is actually the congealed embodiment of capital social relations and activity. What is said reified output?
That's the gibberish part I'm talking about. You know, my node actually crystallized what stripped away all the gibberish and confusions and conflations, and it crystallized down to mathematical essence. And that's what the node was for.
Okay, what about, well, there's a lot of people in the room, so I'll ask you a different time, but we can go further, Hanson.
Sure. I mean, maybe I suppose you're not interested. I mean, if you're interested, I can send you the mathematical note.
You know I'm not interested, Hanson.
I know. I figured.
I would like to see it. I'm a big believer in the labor theory of value. It's what Adam Smith says about value, more or less.
No, it is not. I mean, I know that the Marx was not the first one to put forward the labor theory of value, or its progenitor. But it doesn't make sense. Marx was trying to make it more concrete, but his effort failed, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever, logically, which is demonstrated by the mathematics.
Hanson, I used the language of Capital Volume 1 to ask my question, but you weren't able to pick up on it. I was talking about the commodity, by the way. The commodity is the reified output that acquires an illusory ontological autonomy, and it is simply the congealed embodiment of social relations and activity. Hanson, you should have known that.
Well, that is
just words that don't mean anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just it's just a bunch of words stacked together. You form a grammatical sentence, okay? But it's like you form a sentence about how it's raining on the sun and you lost your umbrella, and then you bent down and picked up a sun blade, and it's just a fantasy.
People who have not done the reading. But let's go back to Israel Palestine. I came up to discuss that. Go ahead, whoever will spoke.
Yeah, so look, I guess, so we've come to an impasse. I believe something very different from Stan. And Stan really does not know what we can say to hide. And that's that.
Yeah, and part of that is because I do respect my family's instructions not to talk very much for the next hour.
Of course, you can. Yeah. So I could talk to you guys about my mom.
Please no, God languages.
Yeah. So I got Michigan, so side that origins, and then I have shirt fire. little screw that's not wrong. Yeah, 4 joules per rad. Very powerful. So yeah, 4 joules per rad, and I'm sure grab like. And now I'm working on my buttons. I've got to attach my buttons. My buttons for my laser. That's good. This is an older gun. It doesn't have a little rail system built into it the way modern here. So they're not really good for this. So that's fun.
Ryan, you working on outfit and the chipmunks?
I think he's asleep.
Their problem than my problem, and I've learned something in this life. I will sue them for everything they have, and I will also sue the state, because you know what? I also have.
Oh, sorry. Wait, hold on. You could try to sue them, but you forget you're guilty, honey. You're going to trial. And guess what? No. This is no, me.
You
No.
just said I was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hold on.
Listen.
Yeah. It's exactly that. You're at the wrong place at the wrong time. There are some assumptions made, and guess what? You just murdered the guy that held up the store at the corner store and shot the clerk. And now it's on you. Okay? And now guess what? Now, who is going to go to trial? You're going to go to trial. And who's going to have a trial likely that doesn't have any resemblance?
Okay.
It's going to be a bunch of 50 to 80% chance there's going to be no black. Okay. Guess what? A 7% chance that you're going to have a wrong. What is it? 7 times the according to whether you're going to have a wrong conviction. Yeah. Good luck, Mr. Edward.
All right.
It's already been proven. Hold on, Taco. It's already been proven that black people let a black person go for no reason.
Oh, right. Okay. Except, listen, the Department of Justice, somebody brought in the other day, one second, somebody brought Baltimore City just randomly into the conversation the other day. I pulled a report from the Department of Justice, okay? They went down and they had to what was going on with Baltimore City. And you know what they found? Massive cop violation, overreach. In a period of 5 years, 11,000 people were arrested, wrongly arrested, and they couldn't even find anything on them. Okay, this goes. Imagine the people that got charged with it. I mean, like you can't, and it just goes on and on. I implore you to read that report by the Department of Justice on Baltimore City. And look up the shit that they say about what the police department did in Baltimore City. Go ahead, and then come back and try to run your shit.
You see, the thing is,
you didn't just prove a thing I said. You said you're an idiot. Besides that, you gotta stop interrupting people, Taco. Taco, people talk to you. You just jump in. Go ahead, Soda.
If you're low, I can't hear you.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
Reba, this is what you said, Reba. You said if I was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and something happened, and you went off on a whole diatribe of all kinds of other stuff, I still want to say to you, Dima, if you personally believe in 2026 that the majority of crime is some black person doing something against some white person or vice versa, I want you to look this up for yourself. Most crimes in the United States are what they call proximity crimes. They're the same ethnic group against the same ethnic group, the majority of them, okay? And I would tell you that for me to have any offense based on the community that I would be in would be mostly black on black or white on white or Asian on Asian. That's statistically correct. Now, if you want to take a quarter to 0.5% of ignorant people in the world that choose to judge a person based on their ethnic group, then you're climbing up the wrong ladder. That's what I'm telling you. Wrong place, wrong time. I'm looking at 2026. Most ethnic people make it through life pretty regularly. Look up the numbers, Miss Bima. Out of the 48 million blacks, I just want you to check out what percentage of those people are actually incarcerated and why are they incarcerated?
Yeah, like my instance, right? The instance of myself and my lover. You know what? Where we was at the wrong place, because we were in a white community. We were in a white rich community. That's where we were, and he was driving. And you know what? He got pulled over, and he didn't get he got not one rolling stop for a stop sign. The cop said 2. The cop said that he didn't stop twice. But the problem is the cop didn't know my babe. The cop doesn't know that, unfortunately. God forgive me.